Hi, I'm Zane with Zane Engineers Life. So you got a job offer, and that is awesome. Well, now what? Well, first off, a quick thought. So one offer is no choice, and two offers is a dilemma. And once you have three, now you can make a choice. So make sure that you work to get a choice of job offers. Now, should you take the job offer you have? Well, here are five things to consider. And like and subscribe, connect with me on LinkedIn, help me out. Number one, what will they have you doing? Are they going to have you creating cool stuff and doing lots of learning? Or are you going to be working in the sweatshop and filling out reports and putting things in? The important thing to figure out is, are you going to be pigeonholed or are you going to be cross trained? Now, there's a thing with early experiences in engineering in that you may have to do some busy work while you learn their processes and their programs and how they do things. And sometimes that starts out with doing plain basic reports and filling in data and doing the day to day type things to get projects out the door. Now, the thing you want to look for is other people that are a little further ahead of you. What are they doing now? Are they still doing the day to day sweatshop type work, or are they getting to do cool projects? What you're looking for is there a progression of what you're getting to do and getting to learn? Now, number two is a big question here. Are you an investment for them, or are you a cost center? Do they have a training plan and a roadmap of how to invest in you to get you to be better for them in the future? Can you get formal training? Can you take classes? Can you get paid time off to do training in the future? You want to figure out if you're an investment in their future or if you're a cost center, meaning that you're just a cost that needs to be controlled to get out product, or are you an investment in being able to create new things for them in the future? Now, number three, and probably the most important of all, is what are the people and the culture? See, who you work for really determines everything. Who you work with is almost as important. It's about the people you're around, not necessarily what you're doing. See, is your boss supportive? Is he going to listen? Are they there for you? Do you see them mentoring others? When you talk to other people there during the interview process, did they speak highly of this person and being able to learn from them and that they were a big part of everything they did in their engineering career? See, few people quit a job just because of the job. They most often quit a job because of their boss. So you want to make sure whoever he or her is, that they are there to support you and help you and give you a chance to fail. So you don't want someone who's going to micromanage you or try to over control you. But on the other side, you don't want someone who's just going to leave you for dead, working on boring reports all the time back in your office and never get to talk to anyone. Now, the other part of that is culture. What's the place like? Is it a learning environment? Is it supportive? Is it positive? Are you rewarded? Do you get publicly praised and privately reprimanded? Or is it the opposite? You want to look for the people and the culture and what it's like and what it's going to be like working there, because that's what's important. You're going to spend a lot of your day there learning and starting your early career. So make sure the people you're around are cool and supportive and are going to help you in your future career. Now, number four are the hidden cost and rewards. And these are things that a lot of people don't think about. What's the cost of living in the area? Get online and compare it to wherever you live and where you're used to paying. Maybe rents are 150% more than they are and what you're used to. Maybe the cost of gas and food and all those kind of things is super high in those areas. Make sure you go online and do some comparisons between your job offers to see what the cost of living difference is, and that way you can compare the salary. Another thing, the traffic, commute, and your complete what is your full time of day from when you start to when you finish. See, it's one thing to work 8 hours. If it also has a 2 hour commute on each side, well, that's a 12-hour day. And that's a really long day and it's going to wear you down. Another thing are the bonuses and the incentives and the things that are in your compensation plan. Are they actually achievable? One of the jobs I had back in the day basically promised me a certain amount for a quarterly bonus. The guy told me, go ahead and write it in your checkbook. Now, that makes me old because you guys are going to look up what a checkbook is. But he told me, go ahead and write it in. You're getting $1,000 a quarter no matter what. And that was super cool. And one of the reasons I took the job. But when we got our first quarter bonus after I'd been there, it was $25. So make sure that your bonuses are actually achievable. Another question is, what if you want more? What if you're really ambitious? What if you want to take your boss's job? Were you clear with these kind of things in the interview process? And do you know how that's going to be taken and hopefully supported? And is the job title and the name of the company you're working for going to have merit in your career? Is it a cool place to have on your resume? Now, number 5, and finally, does it get you where you want to be? See, back in the day, I wanted to teach. So I took jobs that helped me work in consulting, do lots of different things, get my PE license, get a lot of well rounded experience, and that way I could go back and teach people. So that's one of the things you want to look for. Does this job get you where you want to be? Does it help you round out your wheel of life? Definitely check out that episode, The Wheel of Life, and what it means to round it out and keep you centered. And the real question to ask is, are you going to be closer to your goals and have more opportunities to complete them by taking this job? Okay, so let's go back through these when we're looking at evaluating a job offer and should you take it. Number 1, what are you going to be doing? Is it cool? Is it good experience? Number 2, are you seen as an investment or a cost center? Meaning, are they going to put more investment in you and let you take classes, train, and get better? Or do they just want to use you to generate revenue? Number 3, and probably the most important, the people and the culture. Are they great people to hang around? And most specifically, is your boss and your supervisor going to be supportive of you in the way that you need to be supported? Number 4, are there hidden costs to the particular job, meaning cost of living for the area, or maybe just in time with the commute and what you have to commit to being there every day based on the location? And finally, does it get you where you're trying to get? Does it help you achieve your goals? And I'll give you a for instance from my own career. I had a super high paying job at a very prestigious company, and I quit because I didn't enjoy working there. I took about a 25% pay cut to go somewhere that would help me ultimately teach and do the things that I do now. So you want it to be clear that this place helps you achieve your goals and the people there help support getting you there. Now, as a bonus to this, and this is key because a lot of you are going to be in this spot, well, what if you still aren't sure? Well, sure as hell don't put it to a vote on the internet, and definitely don't ask all your friends and family because no matter what they tell you, they've probably got an ulterior motive. I'll give you one key thing someone showed me many years ago, and this is super cool. Try it and see, put in the comments how it goes. Take out a coin and decide your choices. If it's A, I'm going to do this, and if it's B, I'm going to do that. If it's heads, this, if it's tails, that. And then flip the coin. And then notice what you think while the coin's in the air. Because if you suddenly hope one thing's going to happen versus the other, well, that's probably where you need to go. Ultimately, whatever you do and however you decide to make your choice, make your decision, and then go for it. Stick with it. You know what? You can change your mind later. You're never stuck, the game is never over, and you can always say no. Now, if you don't believe me, go back and check out Friday's Story episode 9. In that, I actually turned down 2 job offers because I was an idiot, and I still ended up working both places. So let me know in the comments if this helped. Let me know the dilemmas that you're facing. I'm Zane with Zane Engineers Life, and we'll make you better.